now it's like, whoa.
Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Algorithm Pod. My name is Jitesh. So here I am with a new video for the series cryptography and network security. So let's jump right into it. Now in this video, we are going to see model for network security. Now, I have mentioned you in the previous videos of example of you chatting with your girlfriend or boyfriend. So how exactly that conversation can be kept secret? I'm going to explain it in this video. Now, you are sending message from here. This is basic diagram of network security model. Now, you are sending your message from here. And what happens is your message is getting transformed and it is becoming a secure message. Now this transformation is commonly known as encryption. encryption in the sense Encryption in the sense your messages, even if someone manages to read your messages, they cannot make anything of it. Now this secure message is transmitted through the information channel and your trusted third party, in this case your application which you are using, is the mediator between you and the receiver, or in the case your girlfriend or boyfriend. It is this trusted third party is the one which is responsible to establish this communication. Now information channel can be anything, it can be an internet or email, anything. Now if they, even if they manage to read these messages, the opponent will have to decrypt. Only the receiver can decrypt or decipher your messages to establish the meaningful message. Now this secure message will not be meaningful at all, it is not even readable at all. Only the receiver can understand with the help of a key. Now this stage, it undergoes again, the secret message is come to the receiver and then it undergoes transformation, this in this case the decryption, as I mentioned. Now after decryption only they can read the message, nobody else can read this message. Now I will explain encryption and decryption in more detailed way. Now we have two terms in it. One is plain text. Plain text in the sense the original message, and the cipher text in the sense the unreadable message after. This is called conversion. The process of converting plain text to cipher text is called as encryption, and the process of converting cipher text to plain text is called as decryption. Now there are several algorithms which are applied for the encryption and decryption. Like here example, this is your plain text, this is the message you want to send, hello. Now after encryption, this message becomes this is not readable, so nobody, even if they manage to infiltrate your conversations, nobody is able to understand it. Just try to understand the diagram, the process which is going on, and everything else will try. Just try and remember this diagram, that's it. No, you do not need to mug up the answers, you do not need to by heart or write the answers. Just take a look at this diagram and everything which is going on will start to become clear. Just remember the transformation which happens at both ends. The sender side will happen encryption and the receiver side will undergo decryption. Now let's get into more details about cryptographic concepts. Now as I mentioned earlier, cryptography is the way of securing your private information exchange between the two parties. Now cryptography in more hidden sense, more deeper sense, I mean, is a technique of basically which makes use of some codes to secure your information and communication. It is basically a Greek word. Crypt means hidden, graphy means writing. Now in the previous diagram we have seen the sender sends the message and it is encrypted, and this encrypted message is passed through the transmission channel, in this case internet, and then the message is decrypted at the receiver side and the receiver will get the complete message. Now there are three types of cryptography. We will discuss each and everything in detail in further upcoming videos. For now, remember these three things. The first type is symmetric key cryptography. In this process, the single key, the how this encryption and decryption process is performed, it is performed using a key. They use a key to perform this encryption and decryption in sender and receiver side. So in the symmetric key cryptography, they will only use a single key. But using a single key has its own disadvantages. Like when they share the encrypted message, they also have to exchange the keys in this process. So that is vulnerable. If the attacker gets hold of the key, they can easily decrypt your message and read the messages as well. So example of this is DES algorithm. We will explain the DES algorithm in further upcoming videos. Now the second type of cryptography is asymmetric key cryptography. It is also known as public key cryptography. It uses two keys. It uses basically a pair of keys. One is public key and another one is private key. As the word itself indicates, public means everybody will know this key, and private, it is only reserved to sender and receiver. And these together will be used to perform encryption and decryption. Like some algorithms use public key for encryption, which will be known by everyone, and how will be decrypted using this public key and as well as private key. Now suppose sender is sending some messages and it is encrypted. Now receiver has received this message. Now how will the receiver decrypt the encrypted messages? So the encryption, as I said, will be done using public key. Every sender and receiver have their own public and private key. So the sender will use the public key to encrypt the message, and along with that, which will be known, public key, as I said, is known by everyone. So the receiver will use the private key and the public key to decrypt the messages in asymmetric key cryptography. So the example of this is RSA algorithm. Now the third kind is hash functions. Hash functions does not use any keys. This is the fun part of it. And instead, they use a random hash value based on the length of the plain text. We will discuss hash functions and all these three concepts in further videos. The example of hash functions is SHA-512 algorithm. We will discuss each and everything in further upcoming videos. For now, that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe our channel, like this video, and hit the bell icon for future notification. See you guys in next video. Goodbye.